Some people light up a room with their laughter, and others can brighten the world with a smile. And many will make you feel happy by sitting nearby for a while. But there are those whose whole life is a treasure, not just a moment, a smile or a word. They make all around them feel special, no person ignored and unheard. And when it's time that they sadly must leave us, we grieve, but we also smile. We give thanks that our lives were connected and we were tucked in their heart for a while. I speak of Janet Mahony. I warmly welcome you all this morning as we come together to say goodbye, to honour, to celebrate and pay tribute to Janet's life. I would also like to welcome those who are unable to be with us and are joining us by live stream. Welcome. My name is Delma Carpenter. I'm a funeral celebrant, and along with Tamara and the staff at West Ella, we thank you for giving us the privilege of being part of Janet's farewell. And a little housekeeping. If you haven't done so already, now's a great time to turn your mobile phones onto silent. The lighting of a candle in memory of a loved one is a symbol of remembrance. It signifies that their memory lives on and still burns brightly. And I'd like to invite Tracy and Karen, Amy and Crystal to come forward and light a candle in honour of their mum. Janet sadly passed away at the age of 67 years. That jolly phone keeps going, doesn't it? Yes. Janet sadly passed away at the age of 67 years, and over the past couple of years her health slowly declined. But true to her nature, she faced her illness with courage and with determination, never allowing it to get the better of her. She was a real trooper, never wanting special treatment and taking everything in her stride. Right up until the very end, she was asking after others, more concerned for those around her than herself. Janet didn't like a fuss, and she certainly didn't want anyone worrying about her, and that was her. So how do we say goodbye to someone like Janet? No matter how unwell a person is, no matter how long the road has been, when someone we love dies, it's never easy. There is sadness and sorrow, and how can there not be? Janet was so deeply loved, so important to her family. Her presence, her strength, her love, these things don't just disappear. They leave a space that nothing else can quite fill. And so it's okay to feel the weight of her loss. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to miss her, because that's what love looks like when someone special no longer is by our side. Today we mourn Janet's passing. We give thanks for her life, a life filled with purpose, with honesty, with strength and with love. And though she is no longer physically with us, her spirit lives on in the memories we hold dear, in the things we did, in the lessons she taught us, and in the way we love one another. Janet was a woman whose heart and happiness were tied closely to the simple joys of life. She loved nature, spending countless hours in her garden surrounded by flowers, and then there was a veggie patch, all the while enjoying the little blue wrens hopping about and the unmistakable sounds of the kookaburras and the magpies. Fishing also was something that she loved. It brought her peace, content with just dropping a line in and soaking in the quiet. Janet was a quiet and reserved person by nature, happiest in the company of her family and her close circle of friends. She wasn't a social butterfly, but looked forward to going out with friends for coffees, lunches, and of course there was always the occasional bit of gossip along the way. She loved music from the 80s, especially the soundtrack of Dirty Dancing, and though she wasn't fond of crowds, she cherished the night spent disco dancing with her sisters. Aromatherapy and essential oils were another of her passions, and if anyone in the family was not feeling well or had an ailment, Janet always had advice and the perfect oil to recommend. She was also a talented cook, well known for her soups, curries and tea cake. And when the series My Kitchen Rules was on TV, she watched it with her daughter Crystal. And Janet was always interested in the food that was cooked and presented before the judges Manu and Colin, but she also found the banter between the contestants more entertaining. Many late nights Janet could be found with a snack in her hand and absorbed in a crime show. The family said that she fancied herself as the armchair detective. Then there was YouTube. Janet liked to explore all sorts of interesting things and just recently was fascinated by the story of an Iranian nomadic family. She was interested in how they lived and how they went about their everyday lives. Janet's cheeky, funny and sometimes warped sense of humour carried her through life's hardest times, and she loved nothing more than sharing laughter and fun with her family. Fiercely protective, her children Tracy, Karen, Amy and Crystal and her stepchildren Megan and Jordan were the pride of her life. She adored being grand to her grandchildren, Faith, Beau, Grace, Eli, Lola, Joseph, Zach, Jordan, Stephanie, Mia, Evie, Jasmine, Jordan, Zoe Lee, Charlie, Braden, Dylan and Jackson. I hope I haven't missed anybody. Gran made sure there were always biscuits, trail mix, nuts and a lolly jar waiting when they visited. Baking days with them were treasured, and her joy only grew as she welcomed her great-grandchildren, Macy, Ari, Lexi, Rosie, Zek, Taya, Zane and Maverick, into the family. For Janet, family meant everything. She was a loving, caring mother, grandmother and great-grandmother, and leaves behind a legacy of love, laughter and memories that will always be cherished. I'd now like to invite daughter Amy forward, and she's going to share with us.
Thank you everyone for coming. I don't have anything prepared. I'd just like to say being Mum's daughter was a privilege that not many can say that they had. The last days with Mum, I'm so grateful for the time that we got to spend looking after her and loving her and being loved by her. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. Very brave. It's not easy to get up in front of people and speak about somebody that has passed and that you love. I'd now like to invite granddaughters Lola and Faith forward.
My beautiful Granny Janet, in my life I have been enriched by your loving, funny, kind soul for 31 years. My childhood was full of love from you, playing fairies in the garden when I knew you were pretending to see them, and to playing The Sims with you and Grandad Paul and you showing me how to build houses, to our little lunch dates, our gossip sessions and our humour I will cherish for a lifetime. I will miss hearing you say to me, I said doll, I said pet, or you're a nasty girl, and I will smash your head in. But all jokes aside, Gran, I'll spend forever missing you. I will make sure Maverick knows what an amazing, beautiful woman you were, and his great dad adored and loved him very much. Rest easy, and I'll see you again. Love you to infinity and beyond.
Hi everyone, thank you for giving me a chance to speak. I feel like I'm definitely saying this on behalf of the rest of my brothers and sisters, and especially with the one that couldn't be here today, unfortunately, if he's watching. I'd just like to say, words don't describe how amazing the type of woman my grandmother was. She was everything you could have asked for in a nan, and I'm so grateful I got to experience having her part of my life. She always knew what to say to make you feel better. Sorry. Being around my grandmother gave you just such a sense of relief and comfort. She always loved talking about the latest drama and getting filled in with all the goss. One of her many favourite things to say to me was how much I resembled Kim Kardashian, especially because I was bougie. I know my nan would be so proud of my beautiful mother and aunties and how far they've all came in life, just like all of us. I hope they know how much their mother loved them, even when times got tough. You all carry the most beautiful qualities of my mother, of my grandmother, and your mother. And I'm so proud of all of you guys, including each and every one of us grandchildren. I knew she would have wanted me to remind everyone of that. Nan's life may have been cut off way too quick, but she had the best people to spend her 67 years of life with. I'll always be your little possum nan, today, tomorrow, and infinity. Thank you.
Thank you, girls. It's obvious that Nan was a very special part of your lives. I'd now like to read a tribute from Janet's sister Sharon. The hardest thing I have ever done in my life was to see you leave. We are far more than sisters. As little girls, we pricked our fingers and held them together and said, my blood runs through yours as yours does mine, and we will be together till the end of time. Little did we know there was magic created that day and an inseparable bond. If I had a choice again, I would choose you as my sister in a million lifetimes. P.S. I never really liked those toffees you made me eat. Love, Shaz. We're now going to see visual memories of Janet's life while listening to some of her favourite music.
I bet you could have used a minute, just a little time alone. But you let me be your little shadow, following wherever you would me space to grow. I don't ever seem to tell you enough, but I want you to know, when God made you my mother, He knew who I'd need. When He picked you from the others, He could already see that you would be my hero and everything I wanna be. When God made you my mother, He was being good to me. I come to you with all my secrets, and you never ever judge. And when I'm falling in my weakness, you give me strength to stand back up. No amount of miles could separate us, no place where I don't feel your love. You say I'm the gift that heaven gave you, but mama, I'm the lucky one. 'Cause when God made you my mother, He knew who I'd need. When He picked you from the others, He could already see that you would be my hero and everything I wanna be. When God made you my mother, He was being good to me. If I'm ever a mother, I wanna be like you. If He picks me from the others, I'm gonna try to fill your shoes. 'Cause mama, you're my hero and everything I wanna be. When God made you my mother, He was being good to me. Yeah, He was being good to me.
Early morning, there's a message on my phone. It's my mother saying, darling, please come home. I fear the worst, but how could you leave us all behind? There's so much to say, but there's so little time. So how do I say goodbye to someone who's been with me for my whole damn life? You gave me my name and the color of your eyes. See your face when I look at mine. So how do I say goodbye when I couldn't? You always saw the best in me. Right or wrong, you were always on my side. But I'm scared of what life without you's like. And I saw the way she looked into your eyes. And I promise if you go, I will make sure she's alright. So how do I say goodbye to someone who's been with me for my whole damn life? You gave me my name and the color of your eyes. See your face when I look at mine. So how do I say goodbye? And there's no way you could ever let me down. Gonna steal some time and start again. You'll always be my closest friend. And someday we're gonna make it out. Just hold the light say goodbye to someone who's been with me for my whole damn life. You gave me my name and the color of your eyes. I see your face when I look at mine. So how do I say goodbye? So how do I say goodbye?
Sure, there's a story behind many of the photos. The family have asked me on their behalf to sincerely thank the staff at the Mersey Hospital and Oncology, and also the breast care nurses for their wonderful care and support of Janet. They would also like to thank everyone for joining them here today, whether it be in person or by live stream. Your presence, your love and support mean so much to the family at this difficult time. They'd like to invite you to join them here at West Ella for a cuppa and a chat following the service. We mentioned earlier about Janet's love for her flower garden, and I'd now like to give thanks to her life by doing a flower tribute. Life is as temporary and fragile as this flower. It grows and blossoms and fades away. And our lives are rather like that. I think of all the bits and pieces that come together to make up this flower, just as I think of each of these petals representing all the facets of a person's life that come together to make that person special. Janet, like all of us, had many, many petals, each representing a different part of her life, her personality and her character. Her warmth and her friendship, her warped sense of humour, her determination to do it her way, her strength and resilience, her kind and thoughtful nature. Janet's petals leave behind the most precious legacy of all, and that is her family, knowing that she loved and was loved. The lovely flower has now gone, but how easily we can recall its beauty, and the memory of its beauty will always remain with you, just as the memory of Janet will always remain with you. As we near the end of the service and have to say our final goodbye to Janet, it is important to remember that when we love, it is never lost. It is only after death that the depth of bond is truly felt and our loved ones become more a part of us than was possible in life. Grief is the price that we pay for love. Grief and sorrow are as much part of our life as joy and laughter. So let us today be joyfully sad, for while there is sadness in our hearts at the pain of losing Janet, we are grateful for her life and for the blessings her life brought to so many. May we now take comfort in saying the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those that trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, for ever and ever. Amen. I'd now like to invite family and friends to come forward if they wish to say their own personal goodbye to Janet by placing petals on her coffin. Sadly, we've come to the part of the service where we have to say goodbye. In grief of her death and gratitude for her life, and with love and appreciation, we give the body of Janet Mahony to nature's elements and ultimately to the precious earth, from which all things come and to which all things in life return. A butterfly lights beside us like a sunbeam, and for a brief moment its glory and beauty belong to our world. But then it flies again, and though we wish it could have stayed, we feel lucky to have seen it. We hold Janet's memory in our hearts. May she forever rest in peace.